Our next speaker, he leads one of the most respected safety organizations in the world, the Flight Safety Foundation. The foundation has been the global conscience of aviation safety for decades, providing independent, objective, data-driven insights that have saved countries' lives. It is my pleasure to invite on stage the President and Chief Executive Officer of the Flight Safety Foundation to give us his remarks, Dr. Hassan Shahidi. A round of applause.
Thank you, Maureen. Ms. Papi Koza, Director, CEO of South African Civil Aviation Authority. Mr. Abdurrahman Birthday, Secretary General of AFRAA. Distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It's great to see all of you. It's an honor to welcome you to the African Aviation Safety and Operations Summit, co-organized by Flight Safety Foundation and AFRAA. I bring you warm greetings from Flight Safety Foundation, our Board of Governors, and more than 1,000 members around the globe and dedicated to advancing aviation safety. My sincere appreciation to AFRAA for our partnership that now we have forged over the past few years to advance safety in Africa. And this week, a particular appreciation to South Africa Airways for the warm hospitality and sponsorship of this great event. Last year, we focused on strengthening safety culture for resilience aviation in Africa. This year's theme, as was mentioned, from culture to competence, delivering measurable safety performance, builds directly on that foundation. A strong safety culture is essential, but culture must be translated into visible action. Disciplined procedures, effective frontline execution, strong safety management, sound human performance, fatigue risk management, predictive use of data, and clear accountability. In January, Flight Safety Foundation released 7 essential principles of safety leadership, a blueprint which directly supports this year's theme. Those principles remind us that safety leadership must be visible, accountable, proactive, transparent, integrated into business decisions, grounded in learning, and shared across the organization. In other words, safety is not delegated to one department. It is led, practiced, and owned at every level of the organization. Over the course of this summit, we're examining issues that are central to improving safety performance across the region, aligning SOPs with frontline practice, reducing procedural drift, strengthening human performance and fatigue management, using predictive safety indicators to identify early warnings, improving runway, ground, and operational resilience, and putting the Abuja safety targets and ICAO global safety goals into practical action. Now, these are not abstract topics. They determine whether procedures are not only written but followed, whether data is not only collected but acted upon, and whether a leadership commitment is reflected in decisions, resources, accountability, and follow-through. Now, as has been discussed during the convention, Africa's aviation future is bright. Growth is returning, connectivity is expanding, and the value of aviation to economic and social development is clear. But growth must be matched by safety capability and operational resilience. As systems become busier and more complex, our safety efforts must become more focused, more collaborative, and more measurable. This summit gives us an important opportunity to share experiences, learn from one another, and identify practical steps that can strengthen safety across the region. So let us take this time to move from conversation to action, from culture to competence. In closing, I'd like to extend my thanks to all of the delegates that are participating this week and today. We're all part of this journey together. Your commitment is essential to shaping the future of aviation in Africa and beyond. Thank you very much and have a great summit.
Thank you very much, Dr. Shahidi. The Flight Safety Foundation's voice indeed carries enormous weight in our industry, and your presence at this summit and your partnership with AFRAA is of great significance. We don't take that lightly. Thank you very much.